Welcome back. Millions around the globe have started to include homeopathy and naturopathy in their day-to-day lives. They use different herbs and supplements to improve their health. But if the concept is somewhat new to you, you might be wondering, where does this fit in for me? Joining me now is Kavita Sharma, a naturopathic practitioner. Welcome, Kavita.
Thank you.
So let's tease out first the difference between naturopathy and homeopathy, because many people think they're just different sides of the same coin.
Sounds good. Homeopathy is one set of a discipline as far as a distinct treatment method, whereas naturopathic doctors have an umbrella of treatment methods, and homeopathy only being one of 6 or 7 different main areas that we treat in. So as a naturopathic doctor, we've gone and done additional primary care education in pathology, laboratory diagnosis, so we are considered primary care practitioners.
So you want to be different. You want to be careful then between someone who calls themselves a naturopath, who may not have the same degree of training as a naturopathic physician.
Absolutely. We encourage the public to ask questions. So there's a big difference between a doctor of natural medicine, a naturopath, a naturopath, and a naturopathic doctor. It's really important that the public ask questions whether or not have you graduated from an accredited medical school? Have you done 4 years of a medical program? And have you done the 2 sets of board exams? That's the biggest difference amongst the different natural healers or health practitioners out there, is naturopathic doctors have gone through the additional medical training along with 2 sets of board exams.
So let's talk about what those different tools that are available. So there is that holistic approach in traditional medicine. In my world, we like to think we're holistic as well, but we do use different tools. So what's included in your armamentarium?
So as a naturopathic doctor, I was trained in pharmaceutical medicine because a lot of our clients do come in with that. We're big in collaborative care is what we call it. We want to work conjunctively on a healthcare team along with medical doctors. We don't prescribe pharmaceuticals though, so what we do is we use natural methods to treat. So anything from clinical nutrition, which includes diet and supplementation, botanical medicine, which is the herbs and plants, physical medicine, that includes massage, hydrotherapy, which is the treatment of water, chiropractic, along with homeopathic medicine and lifestyle counseling. Also Asian medicine and acupuncture. So these are our main methods. And then many of us go on and do additional training in different, say, bioenergetic techniques like Reiki or other things like that to incorporate it into our style of medicines.
So speaking of that, the difference between symptoms and the range, we have a question from one of our viewers who wants to ask you something specific that falls a little bit out of the realm of traditional medicine. Let's listen.
How can I get my body to recover from adrenal fatigue?
So that's a common question, but in the world of traditional medicine, adrenal fatigue doesn't resonate with us. So what is adrenal fatigue?
So naturopathic doctors use that terminology a lot, adrenal fatigue, or what we also call subclinical hypoadrenalism. And what it is it's basically a syndrome. So it's not a condition. We're not waiting for a pathology to show up. But what happens over time is through stress, life in general, things start to pile up. So the analogy I use there is like a bank account. So basically when you start to make withdrawals and you're not depositing anything in, the energy of the adrenal starts to deplete before pathology shows up. So adrenal fatigue is basically something that starts to pile up on the body, whether or not it be physical, mental, emotional, or other types of stressors in their life where we're taxing the body. Another way to look at it is like it's the gas tanks of the car. If we're not filling up the gas tank, eventually it becomes empty. Once it goes below empty and you've run out of the car, that's when damage occurs to the body, and that's when you see pathology.
Traditional medicine will look at this and say this is a symptom consistent with stress and all the physical and emotional manifestations you see of stress. But the concept of adrenal fatigue, how do you go ahead and prove it? Because, traditional medicine is all about show me the evidence. So if you believe in the syndrome and the approach, what next? How would you tell this person to deal with their adrenal fatigue?
Well, the keys are definitely to start with the basics. So good quality sleep, feeling like you're rejuvenated in the morning. So a lot of the times what we find is that a lot of people's cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, is very high at night when it should be actually low. So when that is high, what happens is they don't have rejuvenating sleep. They wake up still feeling tired and run down, that being a symptom of adrenal fatigue. The other thing would be good foods. So Hippocrates once said, him being the father of conventional medicine, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food, is that food is a very crucial point to our health. So we always need to ensure that, one, we have good foods, so whole foods, good vegetables and fruits, but also the digestive system is able to assimilate, metabolize any of those nutrients that we need. Water is important as well, but so is love. And so is relationships, connections in life. So a lot of people are going through all kinds of stressors in life, whether it be job stress, relationship stress, deaths in families, life piles up. So the basics would be important. But in addition to that is that a lot of the times naturopathic doctors will be able to support people where they don't have optimal sleep. So we'll find ways to bring down cortisol levels with supplementation, whether it be botanical or nutritionally, to ensure that they have quality sleep, but also to start to rejuvenate them. So herbals are used as well, like ginseng or ginkgo. I don't encourage anyone to go off the shelf though and pick up any of these things. That's where a naturopathic doctor comes in, is that there's a million things we can use. But the key of what we do is individualized medicine. So it's really looking at the individual and associating what they need to that.
I think what's most interesting is the fact that naturopathic medicine is open up to traditional medicine, and traditional medicine, I think, is beginning to open up its arms to naturopathic medicine as well. So I look forward to collaborating with you in the future.
That would be great.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.